Peace, family. Peace. Yeah! I've been kind of thinking about going live for some time now, you know. It's been a while since it's been a while since this has been in my head. So I think I'm gonna do one of these a week. I'm gonna do one a week, and I'm gonna just call it Sarah's Opinion Desk. And what I want is to kind of discuss with the fam. I'm gonna read the comments out, discuss with the family, you know, some stuff that's on my mind, maybe on your mind, you know, unless we can just chop it up, you know, get into the heads of one another. And I kind of wanted to start. Peace, Kiss Spence. Peace. Listen, anyone got a question for me, right? Just type it, and we can just, like, you know, chop it up and see what the rest of the family say. So, yeah, I kind of want to get some opinions on some stuff. I want someone to give me some questions. I want to talk about a full circle moment. Janet Huggins, what's going on? I want to kind of talk about a full circle moment that I've had, because I don't know if you guys have heard or not. You can research it. You can just the first person in Britain was a black man, right? And it's a full circle moment for me, because a long time ago, a few years ago now, I had a discussion at Speaker's Corner, right? And I told people that I was their father. Told people I was their daddy. That's what I said. I used those exact words. And now look, full circle, they just found that the first black man in Britain, or the first people in Britain, were black people. Now, I done told you guys and girls, right, that black people were the fathers and mothers of civilization. Do you get what I'm saying? But, you know, people wanted to, you know, say, oh, it's racist, it's reverse racism. I'm just talking the facts. You know, science backs me up. You know, you may not like hearing it, right? You may not like hearing it, but it's the facts. So, yeah, I want to kind of get the family's opinion on that. And I also want to get the family's opinion, if you've seen it, on the uncovering of Nefertiti, right, of Egypt. Apparently they did this whole there you go, Kiss Spence, that's it. Yeah, they gave this bust of, like, Tutankhamun's mum, Nefertiti, and they uncovered it. It was like a big thing, like a big uncovering. They uncovered this white lady in the Nile Valley as Nefertiti's mother. He did a whole, like, you know, genetic study on the thing, apparently, because it was definitely his mum. Then did a bust, and they did like a reconstruction of the face, and they said, oh, this is exactly her likeness, and it's exactly what she looked like. This is exactly what she looked like, and they unveiled it, and it was some white lady. And I was like, really? Like, really though, guys? And it didn't shock me. Because they've been whitewashing black history for a long time, you know? They've been whitewashing black history for a very, very long time. But what interested me was the blatant, like, flagrant audacity of this thing. You know, like, they would put it live on primetime TV, and they were like, right, we're gonna, like, unveil this thing, and this is gonna be her, so everyone's gonna know exactly what Nefertiti looked like, and here you go, bam, some white lady. And I was just like, wow. Like, wow. The you know, we saw, if you guys saw that, what was a Hollywood movie, the Egyptian Gods and Kings, and that whole cast was white, and it's just like, wow, people really kind of, they get, like, they wonder why black people are going so crazy now over the Black Panther movie. You know, people are like, oh, but why are you guys going so crazy over Black Panther? It's like, do you know how long they've been whitewashing our shit? Like, they've been whitewashing our shit for a very long time, and now finally there's like a movie, right, of, you know, black people, you know, as superheroes, you know, doing a goddamn thing. Now, I mean, it would have been better if it was on like, if it was done by like a black production company, but you know, those are few and far between. But you know, little steps, little steps, little steps. Kiss Spencer, that she was supposed to be physically beautiful. Yeah, you know, yeah. It's just like it's a whitewash thing. It's a whitewash thing. But yeah, family, whitewashing. Yeah, it was. It was a whitewashing, and they've been doing it for a long time. So when I come around and I say things like "I am your father," right, and "I am your daddy," and people lose their goddamn minds, it's because they've been very used to the whitewashing of stuff, right? People are very comfortable with things being whitewashed, and a white face being, you know, the forefront or the, you know, the pinnacle or the first of everything. Just like the Adam and Eve story, you know, we always get the Adam and Eve story of, you know, two white people running around in a jungle or a very lush, open place, right? And you just think to yourself, you know, this is a very sunny environment. I don't know if white skin can actually survive that sun, but hey, you know, I'm just saying, like, if you guys want to roll with that story, by all means, go ahead. Just like the story of Egypt, the way they whitewash Egypt. Now, Egypt is in Africa. Last time I checked, and you know, some of the temperatures in Egypt can get up to like 48, 45 degrees in the desert, and this is where the pyramids were built. So it's like, I don't know white skin to be surviving that kind of heat, because you know, you can go to Australia now, and the biggest, you know, killer in Australia right now is skin cancer amongst white people, because of the sun is just constant, and they're getting skin cancer by, you know, in crazy rates right now. So I'm just thinking, you're telling me a bunch of white people were living in Africa under this heat, and they're the ones that done everything? Genetics would say no, you know, like, at some point in time, you got to understand that the melanin, you know, has a purpose. You know, melanin is like natural sunblock, you know, and also we just absorb, you know, the sun's rays and shit. But yeah, family, what you saying, man? This is like my first live. Is it my first live? Maybe second. I think I did one when I was in Harlem, actually. And that's also a point. I got an idea for later on this year. I'm going to be holding like a lecture. I'm going to be holding a lecture later on this year. And I've also got a documentary coming in the next couple of months. So you guys have to stay tuned for that. You know, there's going to be some familiar faces on the documentary that you may know, you know, that may be familiar to you. So yeah, we got some stuff coming, family, man. You just got support. You got to ride the wave with me, you know. Okay, so I'm just reading these. Yeah, we got to ride the wave together, you know. And you know, just, you know, forget the haters, man, because I mean, the hate is real. Like, you know, like, it's definitely interesting, the amount of hate. You know, I was gone from Speaker's Corner for a while, but I was still doing stuff, and I'm still doing stuff. I may be doing something in America again in the next month or so. We'll have to see and wait about that. Please come to Speaker's Corner and again, and engage in intellectual discourse with Muslims. Yeah, maybe. You know, I don't know if I can have an intellectual discourse with Muslims. So I don't know if I could really, and religious people in general, I don't think I can have you call it intellectual, I don't think I can have an intellectual discourse with people who are not really using their intellect. That was shade. That was thrown. I did it purposely. It's like talking to a brick wall. You're correct. You are actually correct. Would I be interested in starting a podcast? Yes, I am starting one. You guys just reading my mind. Yeah. That Speaker's Corner thing, it's good, right? It's good to kind of, you know, see the minds of people, get where people are coming. But I kind of think that it's a limited. It's limited. I think I don't know if there's anything more for me to do there, if I'm honest. Um, I was there for like 3-4 years, and it was a good 3-4 years. It ended up the way it ended up. It is what it is. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else I can say. I don't know what else I could actually do on the religious debate scene, unless I hold like a one-on-one with like an imam or some stuff. Like, get me an imam, or get me a priest, or get me a pastor, and let's do like a one-on-one, and I can decapitate heads like that. you know but that whole speakers corner thing, I don't know. I don't think the IQ of a lot of people down there is very high, if I'm totally honest. I don't think it's I mean, I watch Gary down there. I'm not rubbish in speakers corner, but I watch Gary down there, and I watch a few of the other brothers down there, Callum and Gabs, and I watch them speak to these people, and I'm just like, it seems like you're speaking to people that have real bad comprehension. Like, they can't comprehend, for me, very basic things. Like, I mean, I just witnessed a conversation that Gary had down there, and he spoke to this guy about, is God bound by time, right? And Gary read the Quran, read the tafsir, and it said God took 6,000 years to create. Well, 6,000 years is time. But Gary said, well, you told me God isn't bound by time. No, it's not the way you say it. That's fine, but it's written right here in the Quran or the tafsir. You said God says be, and it is. That's what Gary said. You said be, and it is, and instantly you say, if I say be, that means something goes just like that, and it appears. However, when God says be, it takes 6,000 years. So it's like, well, that doesn't make any sense. If it says be, it should just be, right? And if you say God isn't bound by time, then it should take no amount of time to create. So, and Gary was speaking sense, right? He was making sense to I was listening. I think other people were listening, but the guy just wasn't getting it. And it's greetings, Memnon Neteru, Superior Carbon, what's going on? Yeah, it's it can be frustrating having these conversations with religious people specifically, because you give everybody the benefit of the doubt going into a conversation that they are your equal intellectually. So you don't want to actually go into a conversation with an arrogant stance that you're better than this person, or you've got better comprehension skills as this person, so and so. But the more you speak to them, the more you realize that this person actually isn't my intellectual equal. Like, they're not comprehending very basic things. So it can be frustrating. It can be very frustrating speaking to a religious person, and also speaking to people about race and racism. I feel like religion and race and racism are things that people get confused about, I think. When it comes to racism and what it is, and white supremacy and how it operates and what goes down, I think people generally get confused, and it's frustrating to kind of watch people just deny. I think the racism debate is something that can definitely be spoken about a little bit more, for people to gain a little bit more insight and understanding, because I think people are very ignorant to what racism is and how it actually operates. Hang on, yeah. Sorry, I think you're the only one that could Gary a first L. No, I'm not. Listen, the guy just basically said I should debate Gary and give him an L. It's like, no, me and Gary are brothers, man. Like, seriously, like, I don't have anything to debate Gary on. When me and Gary sit down to speak, we literally just bounce off one another and learn from one another. There's no trying to prove each other wrong, or you're an idiot because you think that, or yada yada yada. Because myself and Gary have very similar, concepts, and very similar, stances on a lot of things. So, I don't think I've actually had an argument with Gary. You know, I don't think I have. I haven't had an argument with Big Bro. I haven't disagreed with Callum. I haven't disagreed with Gabs. You know, like, it's just it's basically a coming together of minds, and that's what I want the family to do. I want you to kind of find people who are of like mind, right, and just vibe with them, because you will learn from each other. I think a lot of the time human beings vibe with people who aren't on their level. Yeah, they aren't on their level. And I say that with a pinch of salt, because I don't want to sound like, you know, people are above people. But, you know, when you're speaking to somebody, you know, if you know, they get what you mean and they get what you say. So I want people to start vibing with that and stop, like, and if you are searching for knowledge, you know, look for people who, you know, can give you that, and surround yourself with those kind of people. Someone just said, what do I think of Brother Polite? Boy, I always keep my personal opinions to myself on other human beings who I've never met and do not know. So I'm just going to air my opinion on people like that. You know, like, if I ever meet Brother Polite, because I haven't met the guy, so I don't know him. I've heard a lot of stuff about him. Hang on, it sounds like contradictory, but can you re-explain? For example, Islam, we believe that Judgment Day is 50,000 years long. Judgment Day is 50,000 years long. Okay. What I thought of his work. What do I think of Polite's work? Listen, man, Polite's got... I've learned from Polite. I've learned from a lot of the American guys, right? So I'm just not about to bash anybody. He definitely got knowledge. I like a lot of what he says on the religious front, on the economics front. However, I've never met him, and I've never interacted with him. And, you know, I know a lot of people have got a lot of stuff to say about him, but like I said, I don't know either way what's going on. So I'd have to take time out. And I think a lot of this, and I think a lot of times people don't know what's going on. So, you know, people always have opinions, and you can form your opinions, and that's cool. Form your opinions, man, based off the information that you get. But just me, I don't like to, when you link up with Dagger Squad again. Yeah, I will be linking up with the Dagger Squad again. Actually, that's actually a plan. I need to holler at Garfield, as a matter of fact, my Jamaican brother. And yeah, link up with them. I'm trying to get to New York again sometime soon, in the next couple of months, because I might be doing something over there at university. Fingers crossed, you know. Fingers crossed. Pray to Allah for me. Pray to Jehovah for me. Pray to Yahweh for me. Jesus. You know, all of those. I joke, I kid. I've got my own voodoo. Don't worry about it. Watch your Arch Project video. Ting was dope, bro. You killed it. Thank you very much, Dame Dash. What a name, Dame Dash. Yeah, I'm trying to do more projects this year. You guys are definitely going to see more stuff this year. Paul and Muslims on COE wrong. If you heard Sarah. Paul and the Muslims did COE wrong. I didn't hear. What Paul did with the other Muslims on COE. I didn't see. We love BMW Fitness. Thank you. I'm guessing you mean you love me. I'm guessing. Peace and love. Did the Muslims flag COE's videos because of Tan? Oh, they flagged his videos. Yeah, well, they flagged mine. So, you know, that's just basic. Like, you know, if they don't like something that's being said, I guess they gather together and start flagging videos, you know. I mean, if I'm honest, on a personal level, I've seen people comment on videos, and I've gone to, you know, their page, and it's been like no subscribers, no videos, you know. So it's just like a random account. I think a lot of these people make multiple accounts, right? Multiple accounts, have multiple like email addresses, and then log into each account and flag, log into each account, flag, log into each account, flag. That's how I think they build up all of their likes and, you know, all of their like flags like that. And to me, that's kind of sad, like, Wagwan Black Armor. Yeah, like, it's, I think that's really sad. Thank you, Pale Pink Genetic Annihilation. Yeah, I think that's really sad that you would be that insecure that you'd have to create multiple accounts to flag someone or dislike someone. Do you know what I mean? To me, that's like, it's very, and a lot of it's guys, and to me, that's feminine. Like, it's a bit bitchy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a bit womanish to do that kind of stuff. And all of these people are guys that are going in and making different accounts and be like, yeah, well, you're this and you're that, and it's like, why are you being such a bitch? Like, I thought you were a man. Like, man the fuck up, grow some balls, man the fuck up. People are gonna have opinions. You know what I'm saying? People are going to have opinions on some shit. People have got a lot of opinions about me, and I ain't plotted to kill no one yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, because my skin's thick, you're gonna think what you're gonna think, right? And there's nothing that you can actually say that's gonna make me think, you know what, I'm gonna go and plan to go and do something of physical harm to this person. Unless you actually physically harm somebody that I know, or physically harm me, then it's a different story. But saying shit, yeah, it just said Tan is holding the fort for you admirably. Listen, man, Tan, I'm not gonna lie, Tan is actually funny. I think Tan is trolling, like, the lot of them. I'm not even gonna lie, like, Tan has a dark comedy about him and a dark humor about him that I think a lot of people just don't get. Like, people don't get it. Like, I'm not gonna say he hasn't got opinions about Islam and all that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna say Tan ain't got, like, opinions and stuff, but the way in which he does it, it's like, I'm like, do you guys see what he's doing? Like, he's trolling you. Like, he's literally trolling you with, like, his shit. And I find it amazing that people haven't gotten it yet. Yeah, exactly. They get angry and fall into Tan's trap. Exactly. It's like, the motherfucker is trolling. Like, and I think it's fantastic the way he does it. I'm not gonna lie. Big up Tan. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Big up Tan and the way he does it. It's like, if you guys don't have a sense of humor and you don't know how to, combat certain ways of being. Yeah, I saw when he called Muhammad Hijab gay and Muhammad Tawhid gay. It was actually quite funny. Like, if you don't understand, how, like, what humor is, it's just, I'm like, guys, like, where's your sense of humor? Like, because everyone's gonna go home after Speaker's Corner, go back to their family, go back to their life, and it's just normal. Do you know what I mean? It's like, people take this shit so seriously. Like, you're taking this shit, and Tan knows it. So Tan is like, all right, cool. Well, it's like, if you know how to press somebody's buttons, right? If you know how to press someone's buttons and you show them that it annoys you, they might just press it. Do you get what I'm saying? Because they're like, because they've got that kind of, that kind of humor about them. And you might not find it funny, but it's like, everyone's had, like, annoying brother or sister and shit that once they know they can say something that's going to piss you off, they'll just keep saying it, And it's like, if you showed them that it annoys you, they're like, right, I got him, I'm gonna keep doing it. It's like, bro, like, if Tan's pushing your buttons, or if Tan's doing something to push your buttons, let the motherfucker talk. Like, peace, AR23. Let the motherfucker talk, man. Like, he ain't hurting no one. Like, I said, it's very interesting that people who seem so secure, they will allow words to make them really act weird, Like, if you're secure in yourself, I don't see how words can, like, make you feel so insecure. But down at Speaker's Corner, I see a lot of insecurity, masquerading as aggression. And when is he gonna have this MMA fight? That's funny. Masquerading as aggression, and masquerading as, like, I don't know, like, hyper masculinity, I think. Like, Liam fam, what's going on? Like, I don't get this hyper masculine energy that feels like showing aggression is the way to be a man. Yeah, you lot like the ting, man. 49 people watching. Like up the ting, man. Yeah, I saw Tan get kicked. I saw Tan get, like, were kicked, and they tried to pinch up his face, and that's what I'm saying. It's insecurity, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Because if a man can say something to you, and if it's not true, if you don't think that it's true, then you say, all right, you know what? Fuck you, man. I'm gone. That's what a man would do. Like I said, it's a bit feminine when you say something and it hits your heart and it's like, ah! And you start like going crazy, you start acting like a friggin', sorry women, but you start acting like a woman on a period, you start PMSing and shit. Like, a lot of these guys are down at Speaker's Corner just constantly on their period, bro. Like, waiting for shit to go down, like, like, what it's like when you're with your woman and she's that time of the month and you're like, shit, eggshell time. Let me just be on eggshells because I could say one sentence, yeah, and it's gonna be a blow up. And that's what it seems like. There's a lot of guys down at Speaker's Corner on their period, bro. Like, seriously, stop PMSing, man. Like, grow the fuck up. Like, people are gonna say some shit that you don't like. If you're a man, just move the fuck on. Like, just move the fuck on, just say, all right, cool, that's what you believe, move the fuck on. If Allah does exist, yeah, then Allah don't need you to defend him. Allah's his own entity. Let Allah deal with the motherfucker the way he's got to deal with the motherfucker, Like, you don't need you to fucking deal with him. Like, Allah's his own entity. But yeah, enough about Speaker's Corner, family. You know what I'm saying? Chinese over everything. That was actually quite funny. Yeah, fam. Someone give me. Sorry, I'll read the comment. Someone give me something to speak about, and it's Sarah's opinion desk. Do you know what I mean? Give me something to speak about. I've got an opinion on absolutely anything and everything. You know what I'm saying? Now, someone throw a question out for me. I'm gonna wait for the first question. You got 51 people. Now we're not dealing with Muslims and my opinion on flat earth. Bang, there you go. Dame Dash, right? I've had a lot of conversations about flat earth, right? A lot of conversations about flat earth have been going around in like the Google Hangouts and stuff. And I've always said, as far as I know, the earth's round. As far as I know, yeah? Now, I said I'm willing to take an L on the earth being round. I'm willing to take the L on the earth being round, yeah? On the earth being round and it being flat. However, I just have to see some credible scientific shit, okay, to show me that the earth is flat. And also, for myself, I always say conspiracy theories, and I don't like to call them that, do you know what I mean? But alternative ways of looking at stuff, let's say, yeah, normally have an agenda behind it. They normally have an agenda. And I've always said to people, well, if the earth is flat, right? If the earth is flat and they've lied that the earth is flat, what would be the reason for lying to us and telling us the earth is round? That's what I kind of like, who benefits? Like, say the earth is flat tomorrow. We find out the earth is flat, bang. Are you still going to pick up your children from school tomorrow? And are you still going to work? Yes, you are. So like, yo, facts and logic, what's good? Like, what's the conspiracy? Someone let me know. Do you get me? Someone let me know what the conspiracy is about the earth being flat. Why have they lied to you and told you the earth is round when it's flat? Why? What's the reason? It's because people normally sit down, conspire, and say, listen, we're going to tell everyone this because of X, because we don't want them knowing X. What's the reason for a flat earth, Canada to Russia, I don't know what that's. Okay, yeah, what's the reason? Like, just let me know, fam. Because they might jump off the earth if they think it's flat. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I want to know. Like, I said I look like Tyrese. How old's Tyrese? No, Tyrese looks like me. I think I'm older than Tyrese. Tyrese looks like me. God damn it. If I had like £10 for every time someone said I look like Tyrese, I'd be a rich man right now. But I am a rich man already because I'm a billionaire. No one's still been able to disprove it. No one's been able to disprove that I'm a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? I'm still waiting on people to disprove that shit. Okay. you know, answers on a postcard and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, people saying I look like Tyrese. Yeah, some like, give me another question, guys. So we've had the flat Earth. I just gave you my opinion on flat Earth. You know, like I said, as far as I know, Earth is round, like this head of mine. Right, it's round like that. Assumption due to the form of blood planets. Opinion on Kemet. Dame Dash is coming with questions now. First of all, Kemet is a landmass. You know, Kemet is a land formerly known as Egypt. Well, no, it's now known as Egypt, let's say. I'll answer that after AR23. And Liam, I'll answer that after. Yeah, it's a place where there was a lot of spiritual, philosophical, and scientific teachings. There are things in Kemet that I don't necessarily follow. There are things from Kemet that I do follow. And yeah, I think Kemet as a place to look to for black people to see what they can actually do is it's like a great shining example of what you know, black people can actually do when they put their mind to it. And once they put their heads and they have time and they're not, you know, influenced by other stuff, I think, you know, Kemet's a shining example. AR23 asked me about Tommy Robinson and Ali Dawah. So did Liam. I mean, I think Ali Dawah, first of all, anyone telling me that they're going to come turn up at my house for me is an automatic red flag. I will tell you, motherfucker, if you think you're going to turn up at my house, yeah, try and know some shit's going to pop off. That's all I'm going to say. And Tommy did that. You know, Tommy said that to a man that, you know, had been pursuing him for a year, I guess, like he'd been pursuing him for a year, you know, like some female who won't get the message, you know, debate me. Tommy Robinson's like, don't really want to, maybe I do, and it's like, you know, you're gonna be pursuing a man. Like after somebody tells you, you know, so many times no, then you kind of get the message and be like, all right, cool, let me just go somewhere else. But you know, you pursued a man that, you know, didn't want it, and then told the man he knows where he lives and all this kind of stuff. And I was just like, listen, I'm not a Tommy Robinson fan, I never met the guy. But as a man, no man's telling me that he's turning up at my yard. Sorry, bro, no. Just like the guy that said to Tommy Robinson, you know, oh, I'm going to do this to your wife and children and da-da-da-da-da. He said, nah, don't worry about that. I'll come for you, bro. You know what I mean? Turn up at his house only to realize, you know, the guy was, you know, had mental issues and all that. But I'm saying, don't, I said, and people saying, oh, but Tommy Robinson turns up at other people. I don't condone anyone turning up at anyone's house. You don't know what I got in the kitchen from under the bed. You don't know. I just might think it's a hostile situation and start fucking spraying some shit or stabbing some shit, or got my goons in the house and start beating up on you and shit. And if that happens, then boy, that's on you. Like, that is actually on you. Because you feel you could come to my house and tell me you know where I live, like I ain't got shit in the house and people in the house that's gonna come for you. Like, don't do that. Just don't do that. You know, you want to meet at a neutral place, fine, but don't tell me you're coming to my house, bro. Like, the house is people's sanctuary. People must know. Everybody's house is a place where they go and rest their head. They go there to kiss their wives and say, hi, babe. You know, like they lay their children down at night. That is a place of rest, a place of sanctuary. Don't tell another person that doesn't want you there that you're going to turn up at their house. Nobody wants uninvited guests, bro. Like, no one. Like, nowadays, if your doorbell rings, people are peeping out the window like, boy, I don't know who that is. They never called my phone, so, you know. Like that's how people are going on nowadays. Your door will actually ring or knock, and if you know someone's not called you to let you know they're coming, you just don't even fucking answer the door. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want no unexpected visitors at your door. But this motherfucker gonna tell you, oh, I'm gonna come to your house. He's like, what? Are you fucking crazy? All right, come and see what the fuck happens to you then. So, you know, that's what I think about that whole Ali Dawah and Tommy Robinson situation. It could have played out, you know, it didn't have to play out the way it played out. You know, I've had my own, you know, obviously I've had my own debates and stuff with Ali Dawah. But I don't know Tommy Robinson, and I've never met him. So, you know, but I would say Tommy Robinson did what he's supposed to do as a man. What's your view on Jamaica's martial law situation? What? What's going on in Jamaica? I don't know there's a martial law situation in Jamaica, Shaka G. Muhammad have challenged Tom Robinson to a boxing match. Yeah, we already know that. That's standard for these people. This boxing match, charity match, MMA match thing is standard. Real question here. What do you think of gun control? Should be allowed guns in our house in the UK? That's interesting. I would say no. I would say no one should have guns. Do you get what I'm saying? That's just me, because I just don't trust people, you know, with guns. I just don't. I don't trust people with guns. You know, I believe you have the right to defend your household. I do believe that. But if everyone had guns, it's that thing of, oh, if everyone's gonna have, if guns are allowed, everyone has them, or no one has them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I kind of feel about that. But everyone should be able to protect their household. Though, you know, I actually quite like that the UK is not a gun crazy place. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, gun crazy places seem to get out of hand when guns are easily accessible. You know what I mean? Cryptocurrencies. I'm invested in a couple of cryptocurrencies myself. I would say it's a volatile market. You really need to either, if you're gonna do the cryptocurrency thing, so I'm just reading the question. If you're gonna do the cryptocurrency thing, you go in, you make a bit of money, you get out. You know, that's what you should do if you're gonna do that. That's just my thing. But yeah, EOS and then hold till July. Yeah, you could all do that. You could all do that. Like, but I think looking at it as a long-term thing, I don't know. Looking at it as a long-term thing. Currently, I mean, when you could have invested in, like, Bitcoin in, I don't know, 2008, then yeah, you were holding for years, you know? You were holding for years and stuff. I just came across this. I'm in uni right now. Sarah, I just want to say I'm a big fan and I'm Muslim. I feel that a lot of Muslims, especially the ones Speaker's Corner, are shallow. Farhat Ahmed. Okay, Farhat Ahmed. Thanks for that, bro. Bro, Adoink Vision. My brother! My dog! Adoink Vision says, bro, what is the one thing in life that stays consistent? Change, motherfucker. Change. That's the one thing you cannot stop in this life, is change, right? Shit is gonna change around you. You're gonna change. Like, your body's gonna change. Your hair color's gonna change. Your hair's gonna go bald. Your hair's gonna change. Like, that shit just changes. You get what I'm saying? Like, the one thing that's consistent in life is change. Dame Dash, what was it like meeting Jedi? Jedi's cool peoples, bro. Like, Jedi was on a hype when I met him. Jedi was cool peoples, man. Shout out to Jedi. But cryptocurrencies ain't going away. Sorry, one sec. Oh gosh, people arguing. Oh gosh, family. Gosh. Hang on. Are women negative? I believe we are all one. I don't know that. Okay, that's just arguments. Yeah, next question before I roll out. I'm gonna take. Please stop. I am, bro. I'm gonna start. Yo, you know what? Oh, hang on a minute. Your name is Narujan P. Tell me if I pronounce that right. Because Narujan P is a top boy, you know. That guy, I think he follows me on everything. My dog, yeah? And he's always promoting me, so big up to you. Yeah, I don't know if I pronounce I don't want to mispronounce your name, bro. But yeah, top dog. Oh, one more question before I roll out, folks. We're 39 minutes in. Okay, this isn't bad for my first live stream. You know? Whenever there are 3 Nigerians, it's okay. Peace, family, peace. That's right, A-Red. That's the slogan, you know? Peace, family, peace. That's how we do. Question. Do you think debating with people is enlightening or an exercise? But from and what, mate? You Yeah, and what, mate? I guess it's an enlightening exercise for yourself and for the person you're debating with. And I tell you why. Though you may seem like you're talking to a brick wall, a lot of the time, Lady Divine, peace, peace, peace. A lot of the time, you're actually making sense and you're actually getting through. But people's stubbornness and people's unwillingness to, relinquish their ego, stops them from letting you know that you taught them something. And the thing is, I've learned from people, right? But you see, when I debate people, I'm actually debating to try and learn something. Yeah. I'm debating to try and learn something. And also, I think when you debate, which is a great power of the internet now, when you debate, you should get it filmed, right? And then you're not only educating yourself, yo, Ugandan knuckles, what's going on? You're debating or you're enlightening up to millions and billions of people, depending on who watches it. So I always say, when I debate, never stop talking because someone's always listening. Black armor, do I date black or white? I don't even know if that should be really a question, bro. Should that be a question? The way I speak? Isn't that like self-evident? Yeah, so debate is good and it's enlightening. Because that's right, Samuel, man, the billionaire life, baby. I'm living that life. Yeah, keep debating, guys. Keep talking, because you never know who's listening. You actually never know who you're actually educating. And that's what I actually learned. I learned that the more I spoke, and sometimes the more I thought I was talking to a brick wall, when I first started going to Speaker's Corner and debating, you used to see everyone standing around you. And then you kind of realize that even though you're speaking to that person that's in front of you, you're not necessarily speaking to that person in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're speaking to the people who are actually around you, and they're the ones that are silent and actually gaining knowledge from the stuff that you're speaking. So never stop speaking. Like, never ever let because people try to shut down your speech. Oh, you shouldn't speak about that. No. Because somebody is always listening. Okay, somebody is always listening to you, and and what used to happen to me is, after I spoke to a person that I thought was a brick wall, one of the people that were off from the left or the right will come up to me after and be like, you know what you said made sense, and I kind of see where you were going with it. And then I'm like, all right, cool. So I was speaking to you then. I wasn't speaking to I was speaking to you. You got it. So never stop speaking. Never allow people to shut down your speech. Do you get me? And never allow people to control your narrative and how you speak. Because everyone's got different ways of speaking. Right? Everyone's got different. Sarah, your videos with Adoink visuals are on point. Listen, Adoink, you see that? You're getting big up there in the comment section, mate. Yeah? Listen, Adoink is a top. Listen, that man's a cinematographer. Yeah, I've known this guy. Sorry, let me just go off topic. I've known this guy for like 20 years now. We've been friends since college. So that guy's like my right-hand man. Do you know what I'm saying? So the reason why we make such good videos together is, like, even before I started filming with the guy, I knew the guy for years. Like, he's like my best friend. He's like my right-hand man. He's not my best friend, he's my brother. Like, that guy is my brother from another mother. So big up to Adoink. Sorry, what were you people saying now? Why do I record from my car? Because it's a safe place, you know? It's a safe place. That's all I'm going to say about that. You know what I'm saying? You know, because I'm normally recording from, I'm up and down the country, Got shit to do, got moves to make, you know what I'm saying? So I'm up and down the country. So that's why I normally record it from my car. Scared the jihadists. Listen, jihadists are real, bruv. Don't vision, keep up the work, blood. Don't the brother with the... Is a doink the little brother with the dreads? No, he ain't. A doink is like a unicorn, fam. Do you get me? You might see him. You might glimpse him. Like, what is that? Nah. A doink is undercover. Know what I'm saying? No one knows who Doink is, and I kind of like that, as a matter of fact. I kind of like that, no. And I think he likes it too. He likes the mystery. So keep his name alive. Do you know what I mean? That guy's going to be like the Bigfoot. People always talk about him, but you never see him. You know what I'm saying? It's like a unicorn. They talk about him, but you never see him. So big up a Doink. But family, yeah, I'm going to roll out now, man. I'm going to roll out now. What's the time? 7 minutes to 3 in the afternoon. So yeah, I'm going to roll out. It's been real, family. It's been real. Thank you everyone for joining. Yo, on a like up the ting. Like up the ting. You know, there's 34 likes going on now. You look like the ting. And yeah, I'm probably gonna do like one of these lives a week. One a week. I don't know when, but one a week I think I'm gonna aim for. So yeah, join me, family. Let people know. Let people know, you know. And as I always say, peace, family. Peace.